Hello and welcome once more to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Marta. Today is the 17th of February. This time I'm bringing you some news regarding Rise of the Tomb Raider, as Crystal Dynamics, who is of course the developer, has promised a greater emphasis on puzzles than its predecessor, as of course one of the main criticisms regarding the 2013 reboot was the lack of the trademark puzzle-based platforming, and well, the fact that the puzzle sections were basically entirely skippable in the form of optional tombs that were more often than not very easy to solve. I usually suck horribly at puzzles, and yet I had no problem with any of the tombs that I found in Tomb Raider. I didn't find them all, but the ones I did find, I had no problem with. However, in a recent interview with Game Informer, the creative director Noah Hughes explained that they had heard the feedback from fans, and he went on to say, quote, "Puzzles are an important part of the tomb formula, so we're excited to have more tombs in the game featuring more puzzles. You'll see a spectrum of difficulty for puzzles, so some of the secret tombs are larger, and in some cases might have more difficult puzzles, but we're trying to put them in the game in a ramped kind of way." Now, there were some puzzles in the game outside of the optional tombs in the main storyline, including some of the more modern areas such as the crane and lift sections within the Endurance ship and some of the facilities on the island, but they were pretty limited and usually it was just the optional tombs. However, Hughes went on to say, quote, "Our intent is to challenge the player, but we don't want average players getting in stalemates. So one of the things we're doing to push the level of accomplishment with these tombs is something we call nested puzzles, which were actually common in classic Tomb Raider games. It's where you have multiple sides to a room and multiple things you have to do to solve the main puzzle, and this really allows you to tinker with the different elements rather than just standing there face to face with a puzzle and scratching your head. These tombs will take you longer to solve, but it's an interesting combination of physics and cause and effect systems that add up to the grand finale of getting through that door at the end of the room." Now, all that sounds promising, but I think a lot of people are going to be like, well, I'll believe it when I see it, and well, they definitely want them to be an integral part of the experience and not just delegated to the optional tombs. There wasn't really much puzzling outside of those tombs in the main campaign. There was some on the Endurance and a couple of other places, but they were very bare bones and very easy to solve. Obviously, the puzzling was a pretty core mechanic of the classic ones, and one of the main reasons I was terrible at them, I did enjoy them, but I was pretty bad at them because, well, I'm bad at puzzles. And of course, I was much younger when the original ones came out as well. So, I think the main things are they have to be integral to the plot, have optional tombs as well if you'd like, but have the puzzles and the puzzle platforming play a part, and have a team that maybe you have to solve as part of the story as well. That'd be nice. And just have the puzzles have a bit more difficulty because, well, they were way too easy in the reboot. If I solve them without difficulty, you know they're too easy because, well, I'm terrible at puzzles. So come on, let's hope that Crystal Dynamics actually stay true to their word, but of course we're going to have to wait and see, and I think a lot of people are going to be like, well, I'll believe it when I see it, and I don't really blame them. Anyway, that is me done for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.